Hello and welcome to the Musical Instrument Investigator. Today we're on the website of Stacey's Auctioneers. This is a new auction house to me, but we're going to have a look at their music and entertainment auction, which is finishing on the 22nd of November. It's the 20th today, so a couple of days left to go. There are quite a lot of items in this particular auction, but we just want to have a look at the musical instrument part. So that seems to be from page 17 to 14, and then I think it goes into some kind of pro audio reel-to-reel tape stuff that we won't look into. I'm not going to look at every single lot in this auction because there's still kind of probably over 100 or so guitars, but we'll just take a brief overview of it. Seems to be that the buyer's premium is 25% for this auction, so that's what you pay on top. As I said, this is a UK based auction, so if you're outside of the UK, if you're in Europe or somewhere else in the world, then bear that in mind in terms of other fees, shipping, import, export, etc. I'm sure you'll find all the answers here in the top of the website. The layout of this website is a little bit odd. They have their catalogue up on the sell room, and it might be easier to kind of bid via the sell room, but in any case we're going to take a quick overview and see how this particular auction works. So if we see here, we can click on the lots here. So we've got a circa 1960s Gibson ES12 ST electric guitar, serial number there, the estimate's 1500 to 2000, so you can do a commission bid on their website. You can go via the sell room, 25% buyer's premium. Interesting that if it's football or sporting memorabilia, the buyer's premium is a bit less, but in any case, so we have some pictures, not super high resolution, and we can kind of click through those. So that's a general layout, and you can't skip to the next lot, you have to kind of click on them individually. So potentially the sell room is a better way to look at that. We've got a left-handed Gretsch G6120 LH electric guitar there. Gretsch branded case, 700 to 1000 is the estimate there. So you get an idea here of the kind of type of photos they have. I'll put a link in the description to this website so you can have a look at it yourself. There's a left-handed Taylor 414 CE there. Left-handed USA Fender Telecaster with a it's got the B bender tremolo. Maybe we should have a look at the B bender. So 1000 to 1500 they're saying on this. Wow, that's quite a system really. That's pretty cool. That's the B bender system. That's an interesting one. So, and then we have a left-handed Mexican Fender Telecaster there. Left-handed 2006 USA Fender Strat Deluxe there. So you don't get much information from this auction, you get kind of a few pictures and a brief description. Gretsch Catalina maple snare drum there with drumsticks. Interesting. Let's have a look at this. A boxed electro harmonic space drum pedal, estimate 60 to 100. Looks like that's the only picture there. Good bit of retro electro harmonics equipment there. Cased Yvette saxophone there. Barnes and Mullins mandolin with no case. Well, it's mainly guitars in this auction, so let's have a quick look at that. 100 to 150 on that. See what else we got here. East Coast electroacoustic 12 string there, 40 to 60. Tanglewood Strat style electric, 40 to 60. Fender style left-handed bass guitar, 40 to 60. Another left-handed Legend bass guitar, 40 to 60. Another kind of Fender Squire guitar and some amps and bits here, some accessories, looks like some harmonicas here. 1974 Fender Precision bass in classic sunburst. Let's have a quick look at this. As you see, not much information here, but I'm sure you can ask them for more info if you wanted. 1000 to 1500 is the estimate there. And let's see here, Telecaster parts caster guitar, 150 to 200. K Stratocaster there, 50 to 80. Let's have a look at this. Martin & Co. Triple O X1 cosmetic wear, split to the front of the body. What? No reserve. Okay, so no reserve on that one. You just bid whatever you want. A bit of damage. It's a well played instrument there. Well, could be alright with a bit of TLC. That might be quite nice. Ibanez Artist AM50 from 1983, 800 to 1000. Don't want to click on everything, but some of this stuff is quite interesting. 800 to 1000. Some of these older Ibanez artists are pretty cool, pretty decent. What we've got here, Aria Pro 2 FA80 electric guitar with a Bigsby, 300 to 400. Epiphone Dot Studio there, 200 to 300. Bradley 5-string banjo, 100 to 200. Windsor Premier number 2 open back banjo there, 100 to 200. SXN Camier 5-string open back banjo, 100 to 150. One of these Hofner travel guitars there, 60 to 100. 1950s lute guitar, 100 to 150. One of my least favourite things. Got an unbranded vintage archtop here, 40 to 60. Fairly plain looking. A couple of budget acoustics there, 40 to 60. Couple more, 40 to 60. Another budget electroacoustic, 20 to 30. Vintage electric guitar, Les Paul Junior shape, 100 to 150. East Coast amplifiers, 50 to 80. Fender CD60 C electro guitar, 50 to 80. Elevation Strat, 30 to 50. It's all pretty low tier stuff. Barnes and Mullins open backed 4-string banjo, 30 to 50. Like I said, you can check the link in the description if you want to look in more detail. Cecilio electric violin there, 30 to 40. Yamaha F310 acoustic guitar, 40 to 60. A couple of other acoustics there, 50 to 70. A couple more, 30 to 50. Load of harmonicas and recorders, 20 to 30. An Italian 12-string mandolin, reads Salvatore D'Angelo and Figli, 40 to 60. Circa 1930s Kalamazoo KEH lap steel with integral amplifier. It's quite an interesting bit of retro history there. 3 to 400. Interesting curio item. There's a Roland Cube 20X, 70 to 100. Good for busking. PV range 158 amplifier, 40 to 60. Epiphone Les Paul, 100 to 150. Chinese copy of a Gibson Les Paul, 300 to 400. 1989 Fender Stratocaster there, 700 to 1000. Hohner Arbor Series bass guitar, 50 to 80. Omega bass guitar, 50 to 80. Hondo 2 electric guitar, 50 to 80. Fender Squire Stratocaster, 50 to 80. Hohner ST Special guitar, 50 to 80. Let's have a look at this, if the internet allows us. Parts for a Vox White Shadow electric guitar and branded hard carry case. Comes with a small box of more parts including pickups. Okay, 40 to 60 on that. Good to see the oddities. A Stag electric guitar and Telecaster shape with a Bigsby, 60 to 100. Crafter electro acoustic, 100 to 150. Leif Hansen Spanish guitar, 30 to 50. An E. Roz acoustic guitar, 50 to 80. Takamine 12-string, 100 to 150. Chinese copy of a Fender Mustang, 100 to 150. Got a PV Viper VIP2 guitar amp, 100 to 150. Fender Champ guitar amp, 200 to 300. Acoustic Solutions wedge monitor, 30 to 40. Pair of Matador bongos with stand plus an ethnic African percussion instrument. Collection of drumsticks and brushes. Okay, 50 to 80 on that. Let's see what we've got here. Leslie rotating speaker with a wired amp control board, 100 to 150, fair enough. Yamaha DX7 keyboard, 100 to 150. We've got some mixing consoles here, which I don't think we need to look at too much. Some more kind of pro audio stuff. Echo chamber, Fostec multi-track reel, some line mic stuff, guitar midis. It's an interesting valve amp here, vintage Tricks valve amplifier, 40 to 50. It's an interesting looking one. A vintage GIS Skyline rhythm unit, 50 to 80. Vintage Lorenzo keyboard, 30 to 50. Box of random stuff, might be interesting. It's a filter unit and some other bits and cables in there, 50 to 80. Got a Vox VB-M1 Brian May amp, 100 to 150. Fender Blues Junior, 2 to 300. Some other random bits of pickups. Whole load of Boss pedals there, 2 to 300. Boss GT3 effects pedal, 50 to 80. Got a Pearl drum kit there, 2 to 300. Looks like all the bits. Interesting kind of marbled effect there to the thing. A Takaharu Classical, 80 to 120. Watkins Rapier electric guitar there, 100 to 150. Another one there, 100 to 150. Someone maybe was a collector. This is something that we don't see too often. Premier vibraphone and main mixing console. Interesting thing there. Don't see those too often. 4 to 500. PA system there, 4 to 500. An EKO 100 guitar, 100 to 150. We've got a Ludwig drum kit, Zildjian and paste cymbals, 2 to 300. That doesn't seem outrageous estimate there. Protection racket case there. Let's have a look here. We've got a Premier Gold Sparkle kit, no cymbals, 100 to 150. We've got some other mixing stuff here. Yamaha DX7 keyboard again, another DX7 2FD, Yamaha SY99 synth. Some more kind of pro audio stuff here. Worth looking at if you're interested in pro audio stuff. It's a little bit detached for us, but definitely check it out if you're interested. Marshall G15 mini amp, 60 to 100. 2003 Gibson SG in walnut there, 800 to 1000. Let's have a look at that. It's been a while since we clicked on anything. It looks kind of okay. What else? Gretsch 612 BSB electric guitar there, 4 to 500. 2003 Gibson Les Paul custom electric guitar in black, 2 to 2,500. This is one which kind of stood out to me a bit. 2001 Gibson DC standard Les Paul there. Don't see these too often. It's quite a nice, nice top on that. Nice bit of wood. That I think is quite nice. That might be my kind of top lot. A friend of mine I think has one of these, and they're actually really, really great. I think this was kind of like Gibson's answer to the PRS guitars, or maybe I've got that completely wrong and it's the other way around. But yeah, really, those are really nice guitars, so that could be quite a good one. 1998 Gibson Blues Hawk in dark red. These have always been pretty quirky to me. I never quite understood them, but some people I think are fans of those. 1000 to 1500. So some fairly decent guitars here. An Epiphone Les Paul style electric guitar. They're 2 to 300. Well, that's not actually correct either, is it? So that's another kind of like whatever Blues Hawk type thing or whatever model it is. So it's not a Les Paul style. That's the Epiphone budget version. Don't know if there was like a Blues Hawk and another one or something. I can't quite remember. Fender Squier Strat there, 100 to 150. Another Fender Squier Thinline Telecaster, 100 to 150. Fender Squier Showmaster, 100 to 150. Alden electric guitar with the Floyd Rose, 2 to 300. Mason a Telecaster guitar, 150 to 250. Unbranded electric guitar, 100 to 150. Fender Sonoran acoustic, 150 to 200. Gibson EC10 standard electro acoustic guitar, 1000 to 1500. Another Gibson EC10, 1000 to 1500. Epiphone E200 BK acoustic guitar, 2 to 300. Ibanez AF75 TDG electric guitar, 150 to 200. Some more bits here. Limited edition Epiphone EJ200, 2 to 300. Patrick Eggle, let's have a look at this one. Patrick Eggle DLX electric guitar and stand, no case, 5 to 700. These are quite popular with people. ESP limited bass B104, 2 to 300. Governor electroacoustic guitar, 150 to 250. Multi guitar stands, Encore electric guitar, 50 to 80. Stratocaster electric guitar, 100 to 150. A Korean Burns Trisonic electric guitar, 100 to 150. An Aria Max Series electric guitar, 60 to 100. Epiphone limited edition /AFD electric guitar, 100 to 150. Unmarked BC Rich style electric guitar, 100 to 150. Another kind of custom pointy guitar, 2 to 250. BC Rich signature special guitar, 2 to 300. Stag Flying V, 50 to 80. BC Rich Mockingbird 3 to 400. This is probably the most kind of tamest of some of these BC Rich designs. Epiphone dot electric guitar in burgundy, 2 to 300. Fender Squire Stratocaster, 80 to 120. Les Paul style electric guitar, 100 to 150. Dan Electro there, 2 to 250. Epiphone SG, 100 to 150. Telecaster style electric guitar, 100 to 150. Les Paul style, 100 to 150. Westfield Flying V, 100 to 150. BC Rich War Beast, 80 to 120. Encore SG, 50 to 80. 2 Marshall guitar amp, 70 to 100. Some other bits and mini things, a load of effects and stuff. Let's have a look at that. Zooms, Digitech, Behringer, kind of lower tier stuff. Let's have a look at this. A circa 1960s Wilson bass guitar and sunburst finish. Comes supplied with a stand and a hard carry case there. 3 to 400. Looks in really great condition, that. HH amplifier there. Custom bass amp. Custom 20 watt practice amplifier. Load more effects pedals. Bits and bobs here. Some other stuff. Eco Ranger acoustic, 60 to 100. Another Ranger 12 string, 100 to 150. Couple of acoustics. Banjolele and a classical guitar there. 5-string banjo, 40 to 60. Open back 4-string banjo, 30 to 40. Oscar Schmidt auto harp, 30 to 40. Microphone bits and pieces. Vintage Charles Magnus keyboard. Cased Melody Maker trumpet, 30 to 40. Let's look at these hunting horn bits. Hunting horn and one other, 30 to 49. That's an interesting estimate. What else we got here? Collection of harmonicas and a melodica. A set of bagpipes and piping chanter. Okay, interesting. 50 to 70 there. Case bell accordion and Hohner example. And we've got an Eco Ranger 12 string again, 100 to 150. Gibson Maestro acoustic guitar, 40 to 60. East Coast Electro acoustic, 40 to 60. Takamine EN 40C electro acoustic, 300 to 400. Marshall Valve State 2000 guitar amp, 50 to 80. An Ohm Solar Model SC60 guitar amplifier, 20 to 30. Interesting. And I think a mandolin with no image. Interesting. 40 to 60. Blind bidding. You can just randomly pick whatever you want. And then I think we're into some kind of more pro audio stuff, and I think it kind of tails off into that. All very interesting if you're interested in pro audio stuff and turntables and things, but that is the end for us, I think. So actually a fairly interesting auction. I've obviously just completely blitzed through that and not really gone super in depth, but if you're interested in guitars, definitely a few interesting guitars to look at in more details. Pictures are okay, they're not too bad. Not an auction house that I've known before, but looks fairly decent and a few opportunities there. So link will be in the description as always. Check it out and see what you think. So once again, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye. Many thanks for tuning in to the Musical Instrument Investigator. I hope that you enjoyed the video. If you did, then please like, subscribe and turn on notifications, and watch out for the next video coming soon.